I'm stuck in a very negative pattern and I keep telling myself I am a huge failure. Is there a way out of this?
I'm just going to be blunt. There's a passage in Proverbs that says, as a man thinks, so shall he be. If you are stuck in a rut of telling yourself, I'm a huge failure, I'm such a failure, I failed everybody, I'm just a miserable excuse for a human, I'm never going to succeed, I have some really bad news for you. That's what you're speaking into your future. That's what you're speaking into your destiny. And that is not helpful. And you, my friend, deserve so much better than that. Man, we can all do this. I have times where I do it too, and I just have to stop myself. I'm like, stop. Is this inner dialogue going to help you get to where you're going, where you want to go in life? And I'm like, no. Is it just bringing you down? Yes. Is it making you feel more helpless and hopeless? 100%. So, this saying is so true. Whatever we feed grows. So if I am feeding like steaks, throwing a big old steak to like this lion inside of me, that is what I call the critical judge, what we typically call the critical judge. If we're just feeding that thing, then it's just going to grow and grow and grow and grow until it is this huge monster inside of us. And we all have some monsters inside of us, but we've got to develop this mental toughness where we start recognizing that negativity and we turn and we face it. And we say, that's enough. That's enough. If you can't say anything decent to me, then don't say anything at all. And where we start confronting that judge that just wants nothing good for you. The problem is people can believe that that judge is for you. And I'm here to tell you that judge is not for you. That judge is not on your side. That judge wants to point out all the millions of ways you are failing every day. It is not your friend. It is a foe. The good news is, no, maybe it's time for some good news. The good news is you were created to do hard things. We knew there were going to be battles in this life, and you were made to fight some battles. And so this is where we armor up, and we're like, no more. You are not going to keep stabbing me in the back, and I'm just going to take it. It's like, no, was made for more. And you were, my friend, you were made for more. You are not a failure. You may have failed some people. You may have failed yourself, most likely. That does not make you a failure, right? We all say and do stupid things. We all have moments of failure. My word, we all do. We're human. We're flawed. But if we think about, wait, this is just a muscle for me to develop. So I'm going to have to develop some mental toughness where instead of feeding that judge inside of me that tells me what a failure I am, I need to go, wait, stop. I am going to develop some resiliency and some grit. And I'm going to turn around. I'm going to face that monster and say, no, you don't. You're not my friend. So I don't know. Is that helpful? Anything you want to add to that, Jonathan?
I think it's very helpful.
I mean, we've all struggled with this, right?
Yeah. And, the thing that maybe they could be talking about is they're stuck in some sin.
That's true. Yeah.
Like there's just some things that they can't deal with.
Yeah. Well, or they aren't. Like maybe they feel helpless to it. Like I'm stuck in this. And so maybe you're just failing yourself every day. And I would say, if you're stuck in a rut of failing yourself every day, you know what you deserve? You deserve to be developed. Like put yourself in an atmosphere where you will be developed in some very concrete, strategic ways. Develop you, like enough of saying, I can't change this. I can't get out of this. You can if you'll focus on a developmental process. For example, let's say you're stuck in a habit of watching porn and you're sick of it, you're tired of it, it's not getting you anywhere, it's depressing, you feel ashamed about yourself, you don't feel good about you, so you're letting yourself down, you're failing you more than failing anybody else. You're failing yourself. And you deserve better. So what if you joined, let's say, a men's group or a women's group where we start dealing with sexual integrity? What do I need to do to feel good about me? Well, I want to have sexual integrity. Well, it's like, yeah, that's a great, worthy goal. That's an exciting goal. That's something you can get excited about. Because you know what? You are as capable of developing sexual integrity as the next person. It's just another hard choice. Do I want to keep watching porn every day and feel so crappy about myself? That's hard. Or do I want to get in a group where we're going to focus on developing sexual integrity? That's hard work too, which is the lesser of two hards. This one is going to take you where you want to go, to a really good life. This one just goes further and further and further down a dark hole. Hey, I know I've said this before, but you deserve better than that. You were not made to live in a dark, shameful pit. That's not what you were made for. You were made for life. You were made for love. You were made for something so good. So decide today, I'm gonna develop myself. And here's something I've experienced over and over and over in my life. Once I get sick and tired of being sick and tired and decide I want change, then I love this saying, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. So when you're ready, I believe with all my heart, help will appear if you'll just get to the place where you're ready for it. I imagine at one time you were this brilliant little child. As we enter into adulthood, what was brilliant in childhood can actually get in the way of you living the life you want to live. Hello, friends. I'm Nancy Houston. I want to help you live a better life. We're all emotional creatures who sometimes think. And so it's so important that we make this journey from our heads into the depths of our hearts. Welcome to the In-Between with Nancy Houston.